Guys, what's up? I'm Brian here doing another video for you guys, and this time I'm talking about a couple of Studio Series figures that have been revealed. Now, there was a huge listing of brand new figures, including Jetfire and Megatron as leader class toys. Well, now we've got an image of both those figures. We've got Megatron in the alt mode, and we've got both figures in the robot modes. Taking a look at Megatron in his truck mode, there's a lot of spikes on the front, which I'm not sure if I'm a fan of because it seems too long. But the overall style is not bad. I like the sandy look to it, but there's just something about it that I kind of prefer the original Voyager one. There was just more detail. This one looks a little too plain to me, but you know, it's not that bad. I'm also not sure about how the cloak kind of wraps around the trailer itself, and how that works. So I have to untie the complete thing to transform it, or is that just something that gets thrown on? And I'm not sure about the cloak or whatever itself in general. It seems like the figure does come with Igor on the side. I could be wrong about that, but it seems like that's what it is. So very cool. Taking a look at the robot mode for Megatron, I do like how the cloak kind of sets around his face. You can actually see his face this time. And his face, from the little bit that you can see, looks pretty good. I like the gun, even though he's pointing it sideways. It looks a little weird. But the overall style of Megatron kind of reminds me of the Allspark Tech toys. It doesn't seem like it's one of the mainline stuff, because a lot of the kibble is around the legs and the arms. It seems a little too boxy, seems a little too simple. I would have preferred it if the bits on the legs could wrap around the toy. Wrap around the toy. I don't know if it actually can and it's just mistransformed. That's a possibility, but if not, and this is the complete figure, I don't know. There's just something too clean about it. There's something too boxy, which Megatron's supposed to be more rigid. But I think the coloring is nice. I'm not sure about the size, though. It is leader class, and the previous Studio Series Megatron is Voyager class, so I'm not sure what they're doing with the scale. Maybe there's more involved with this toy and its engineering, that they just had to put it in the leader class lineup, but it might be the same size as the original Voyager Revenge of the Fallen style Megatron, or it might be even just a little bit taller. I wouldn't mind. But considering he's also next to Jetfire, and Jetfire seems to be about the same size, I have a feeling that this Dark of the Moon Megatron might be a little taller. I don't know. It still looks cool. I like the hand, and yeah, it's alright. As far as Jetfire, we don't get a look at his alt mode right now, but his robot mode looks pretty decent. His face looks a little too big to me, but he might have looked like that in the original film. I can't remember. But I do like the fact that he's got a long beard. And in some places, he looks a lot better than the original leader class figure. Now, I like that leader class figure, but it was pretty hard to stand. And looking back at it, yeah, it's not aged well. There's some stuff about that Jetfire that isn't exactly accurate to his on-screen design. This one seems a little better, especially with the wings, because I believe the Jetfire design did not have the jet thrusters hanging off the back like the Revenge of the Fallen leader class toy had. I believe it's something more like this. I do like how the top of the back seems to be broken up a little bit more, a little bit better. And the coloring is much better compared to the original toy, with that random dark blue throughout it. And the legs look a lot better too. I like the detail surrounding that. And I think the one thing I don't really like is the arms. It just looks a little too flat, and his hands look a little too large, but maybe that's just me. But not too bad. I think the detailing work is great. He does come with an axe, so that's cool that they're throwing that in. And then he also does come with his stand, so that's good. So yeah, and of course he transforms into the Blackbird jet, but they don't seem to have an image of that. But overall, am I excited for this? I think I'm more excited for the Dark of the Moon Megatron. I was kind of hoping for an upgrade on that, but it also depends on his size. If he's too big, then I don't know. Jetfire, if he's about the same height as the Revenge of the Fallen Megatron, I wouldn't mind. Now, some people are speculating that this could combine with the Optimus Prime, and I'm not going to rule that out completely, but I think what they're going to do is I just don't think they're going to do that. First of all, I don't think the Studio Series Optimus Prime is really designed for that, despite the fact that apparently there's 2 other Optimus Primes listed, so maybe they'll redesign it or something. But 2, I feel like Studio Series would want to focus more on getting a more accurate looking alt mode and robot mode, rather than have a third mode that gets in the way, just like the original Revenge of the Fallen toy, which was kind of fun, but you couldn't really do much with the legs and whatnot. There was obvious stuff hanging off of the sides and whatever that got in the way of it looking good. So with that out of the way, that is my thoughts on the Megatron and Jetfire. I'm pretty excited, but I'm not over the moon about it. But I'm glad to see these figures come out, and I'm pretty excited for what's next on Studio Series. With that said, please comment below, let me know your thoughts. I thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time.